Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. I can't believe that we just celebrated Christmas and 2018 is literally around the corner. Like, it's crazy. I don't know about you guys or if it's just me and the fact that I have my son and I see him growing so quickly, but the years just keep going by quicker and quicker each time and I just cannot take it. As I said in a couple videos ago, I have been doing some planning with my channel and just in general, which is what today's video is all about. So I'm so happy you decided to click on it. Today's video is not beauty related. It is actually my first chill kind of sit down video where I'm just talking to you guys, and I actually like it. I'm digging this vibe. It's very different, but it feels nice to switch it up. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys 7 things that I have personally been doing to get ready for 2018 and hopefully give you guys some ideas that you may not have thought of yet. I love this time of year, as I'm sure all of you do. It's a time to start fresh and it's just a very exciting time. So if you're planning to make 2018 your best year yet, you're going to want to keep watching this video. So in order to keep myself on track and make sure I don't miss anything, I just have a list here of points that I want to reference just in case you see me looking down. That's what I'm doing. Hindsight is always 2020, so I think it's a great idea to dedicate some time at the end of each year to just kind of reflect on the past year. What are you grateful for? What are your accomplishments? I think we don't focus on that enough, sadly, but we should celebrate ourselves. We should remind ourselves of our accomplishments, of what we've achieved, because it is motivating and it is nice to look back and it makes you feel really good to see what you've achieved. While you're in the process, you'll be surprised what comes up that you maybe haven't even given much thought to and wouldn't have come up otherwise. So for me, I'll use YouTube as an example since I am here filming a video for you guys. So as I reflected on my YouTube channel this past year, so I started my YouTube channel in May of this year, 2017, and as I was reflecting, I was kind of down there for a little while, you know, wishing I had posted more. Well, first of all, wishing I had started earlier, and then that I had posted more and maybe grown a bigger following. But then I had to stop myself and kind of put myself in check, because a year ago today I would never have dreamed of actually starting a YouTube channel, though it was something that I wanted to do so badly for so long. I had been a subscriber for a long time and I just always dreamed of like being on the other end, you know, and having my own channel and my own platform. But I was so scared and I was so doubtful of myself, and I just kept thinking of all the things that could have gone wrong, and that went on for a long time, and I in essence I wasted a lot of time, though I don't like to look at it like that. I think everything happens for a reason. So I think I started my channel when I was meant to start my channel, but I definitely could have started it sooner. And a lot of times that fear is just very paralyzing. The fact that I even gathered up the courage to actually start and to put my first video out there, to put myself out there for everyone I knew to see, for the public to see, that is an accomplishment in and of itself, especially for me, because I'm not, that was something that was not easy for me. I'm a very shy person. So that's not something I should take lightly. I should be proud of myself that despite of my fear, I went ahead and I did it. I have uploaded 9 videos since then, and though that's like nothing in the YouTube world, that's 9 videos that I had to prep for, sit down and film. I mean, take hours filming, take hours editing, and doing all of that while working full time and raising my baby, my toddler. So, hello, 9 is way better than 0 and so much further along that I have been in years. Making these videos requires so much time and effort, like it's crazy. You wouldn't think by watching an 8-10 minute video all the hours that go into making that. And it was a big accomplishment for me, and realizing that just made me want to be better and work harder next year. On another note, it's also good to reflect on our misses, things we want to be better at or change, whether that relates to work, finances, relationships. Don't beat yourself up about them though. We all have areas in our lives that we can improve on. You can do this in your head, but I think it's way more effective if given some structure and written down on paper or computer, phone, whatever your preference. This way it's all laid out in front of you and you can draw new ideas from it, which I found extremely helpful. For my next point, I want to focus in on finances, and not for vain reasons, but because your future is important and your financial well-being should be very high on your priority list. You want to go over everything: your budget, your financial goals, taxes, insurance plans, investments, retirement plans, everything. Again, it's important to track your progress and see what worked, what didn't, and what adjustments you can make for the next year. I'm going to specifically talk about budgets for the sake of the timing of this video, and really it's the most important thing. Without a good budget in place, none of the other things are really going to make sense. I'm huge on budgets and tracking where my money's going. I've always had a monthly budget, but recently I have implemented an annual budget, and it's been a game changer. It really allows me to see the big picture and plan my year in detail, and it makes it way easier to stay on track with my goals and not get off course with impulse purchases. It allows me to see areas I can improve on, so I ask myself questions like, what is my debt to income ratio now compared to the beginning of the year? Are there any expenses I can cut back on, or any unnecessary ones that I can just cut out? Is my emergency fund current? Was I on track with my goal? So short term, maybe one of your goals is to pay off your debt or buy a home. What progress have you made, and is there anything you could do better or more efficiently to get closer to achieving those goals, or maybe even achieving them? Long term, maybe your goal is financial freedom or to retire early. Could you be contributing more to your savings or investments? It's good to see the hard numbers on paper and not wonder where all your money goes all the time. You work hard for your money and you should be in control of it. I use Excel on Google Sheets. That's just what works for me. But if you're new to budgeting, there are a ton of free apps and software out there that can help you stay organized. You know that kick of enthusiasm and motivation that you get at the beginning of the year? Well, what happens after a few weeks? Somehow it starts to fade away until it's like, my resolution? Yeah, about that. And I think that's because a lot of the times we fail to plan, and like the old saying goes, those who fail to plan to fail. Set and plan your goals now so you can get right on them in the new year. It's great to have a dream or a vision, but if it's not broken down into steps and backed by action, then that's all it's ever going to be. And I've had this conversation with myself too, by the way. Why not start building that momentum now? Why wait until tomorrow or next year, when you're in a better situation, when you have more money? There's no time like the present. So maybe your New Year's resolution is to be healthier. That's awesome, but what does that mean for you? Why is it important to you, and how are you planning to get there? What is your why? That motivating factor that's going to keep you going when it gets tough and you feel like quitting. That's really the key to achieving your goal. What are some steps you will take to get there? Will you join a gym? What gym? And how often will you be going? Will you try a specific diet or meal prep? What will your prep schedule be? What is your goal weight, and how long until you wish to reach it? You get my drift. You need a plan, and it needs to be specific and measurable. Without it, you lack focus and direction, making it easy to forget about the goal, or worse, make you believe that it's not attainable for you, which will leave you feeling really disappointed and really frustrated. I would recommend a planner or a journal. I cannot stress enough how important it is to write things down and what a difference it makes. It makes things real and tangible and not just like floating thoughts in your head. I would also recommend a vision board, or something even as simple as taping your goal to the refrigerator. You just want to keep reminding yourself of it every day and keep it in your subconscious. This is a big one for me. I am the type of person that gets very stressed in a cluttered space. I can't focus and get stuff done. I feel very overwhelmed. It totally affects my mood. It's actually been proven that physical clutter competes for your attention, making you more stressed and less productive. So why not start the new year off fresh and at ease? I feel like I'm always decluttering, but especially at the end of the year, I like to do a massive decluttering of my home, my car, and my workspace, and get rid of any unnecessary junk I don't need. You can also kill two birds with one stone by selling your stuff. After all, one man's trash is another man's treasure, or you can donate it to someone who would really need it, your space will look much better and you'll feel much more free and organized, just like you got your shit together, you know? Excuse my language. Do those little things that you've been putting off that now have turned into one huge list that's always on your mind. I live by my list. I write down any and everything that has to be done on a daily basis. 1, because I have a terrible memory, and 2, because it gives me peace of mind knowing that it's down on paper and not just lost in my head somewhere. And I also love the feeling of crossing off each task as I go along. So to-do lists are supposed to allow for increased productivity, which doesn't always happen, but if your to-do list has really turned into more of a did not do list, then try making a few of these changes for next year, such as breaking down larger tasks or setting more realistic time frames. I love to use the Google Keep app on my phone. Okay, so negative thinking, procrastinating, not getting enough sleep, wasting time on your phone. Bad habits only get in the way of you accomplishing your goals, and they waste precious time and energy that you could be putting towards accomplishing your goals instead. If you want to make this year better than the last, then you have to let go of the things that are holding you back. It's not easy to break a bad habit, but it can be easy to replace it with a new, better one. If it's important enough to you, then make a conscious effort to work at it every day until it becomes effortless. Constant effort will lead to change. So I've saved the best and most important for last. None of the above really makes sense to do without a positive mindset. Everything you have done, are doing, and will do in the future is all a direct result of your mindset. I firmly believe that. I believe that it's not your circumstances that define you, but rather your attitude towards them and how you react to them. Investing in your mind is the best thing you can do for yourself, in my opinion, because if you have a strong mind, then you'll be able to handle anything that comes your way. You'll be able to view things objectively and not feel victimized by your current situation. Positive thinking is often associated with positive results, and there's a reason for that. You're more focused on the positive aspects of the situation and what could go right versus what could go wrong. You believe in yourself and you put that energy into positive thinking. You can accomplish any goal that way because you're not distracted by doubt or fear. I know this is easier said than done. A positive mindset is something you have to build and then maintain. It's actually easier to think a negative thought than a positive one. So don't feel bad if you have a negative thought. Just don't stay there. Don't dwell on it. Acknowledge it, but just realize that it's just a thought and replace it with a positive one. This is a topic I could spend years talking about. So if you guys would like a separate video on this topic, just give this video a thumbs up and I will be thrilled to do that. But I did write down some tips that I want to leave you guys with, and they are: pay attention to you, do things that you love and that make you feel good. Develop a morning routine. It's so important. You want to be the one to set the tone for your day. Read motivational books and listen to podcasts. I can't tell you how much this has helped me. I've learned so much this past year because I've implemented this. I don't always have time to read a book, so that's when podcasts really come in handy. And I walk away feeling so inspired. Here on YouTube, even, there are so many accounts that I follow and listen to that just instantly boost my mood. And lastly, surround yourself with positive people who want to see you succeed. Your environment is so important. So there you have it. Those are my 7 tips for getting your 2018 off to a great start. I hope you all found it useful and maybe even learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments below what your goals and resolutions are for 2018. I would love to know. I wish you all a blessed and prosperous new year filled with love and blessings, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye guys.